Hello everyone, this is Zeeebo and welcome to this AFK journey video. So in this AFK journey video, we're going to run through the free-to-play guide for the next Relentless Rumble, which is Flamesoul right here, and talk about the different teams that you guys can use to clear through this event. So for Flamesoul, first of all, for the quest line itself, for Brawl 2, you need to secure a total of 35 kills in order for you to max out all the rewards right here. So this 35 kills, I'll say, is decently manageable. In this video, I'll recommend 2 or 3 teams that can get 35 kills for you to get all this. So my current best ranking on this account right now is at 49 kills, so rank 14, pretty good. So for this boss, Flamesoul actually hits super duper hard, by the way. First of all, Flamesoul's ultimate Lava Bomb deals 200% damage to area and adjacent enemies. So this skill automatically targets the enemy with the most enemies within 1 tile. So what this means is that it will prioritize, I'll say, like the area with the most units and deal massive damage from there. And then you have this explosive lava bomb, which launches 2 lava bomb when defeated, dealing damage. So what this means is when you actually kill Flamesoul, it will do even more damage to you after it casts its ultimate itself. And that's where this unit actually does quite a bit of damage when you have multiple Flamesouls exploding at the same time. And on top of that, Flamesoul also has a massive elemental shield, which reduces magical damage by 70%, which means that magical units, they are not going to be as good, right, compared to most other physical units in general. But let's say if you have Talon as well as Harrock, the Talon Harrock team should probably still give you the highest damage on the highest kill count itself, because they're just the strongest unit of each of the category. And even if Talon is reduced massively by damage, the massive AoE potential as well as the massive damage potential that Talon can do is just so good that you always want to use her if you have your Talon built up. So that's with regards to some of the caveats for this boss. And then for the enemy buffs right here, we have Blade Wrath, which increases attack by 50% every 5th unit that appear. So this one means that this Flamesoul is going to hit super duper hard, and you might need some defensive tools for you to max out your damage. Okay, so these are the few caveats, and without further ado, let's dive into my best team so far. So this is my best team, right, featuring Sonya as well as Corinne. I actually didn't want to feature Sonya here, because Sonya is also another really commonly seen character, but Sonya specifically for this season, especially for all the different Relentless Rumble runs itself, is so damn good that if you, let's say, don't have the Celestial Hypergene character, then running Sonya will definitely be able to net you the maximum rewards in most cases. So in this team right here, we have 3 of the Mauler supports, Smokey, Coco, as well as Mikola, pairing them together with Corinne for additional shielding as well as damage, and Sonya as the buffer as well as the main carry for the team over here. So this is the physical light bearer team with Mauler support, my best damage team so far. So with Coco's damage reduction and shielding, together with all the buffs from Smokey as well as Mikola and the heals from them, you are able to survive the full duration despite the massive damage output from the Flamesouls right here, which means that your other units will be able to maximize damage. So let's say if you have Talon, what you can do is actually use Talon over Corinne, for example, to give you more factional bonus as well as AoE damage coverage, while still having the buffs on Talon as well as Smokey. So I chose Smokey over here because Smokey is actually quite impactful in terms of the heal. So having additional stat on Smokey will allow your team to survive a lot better. So right here, my Mikola and Smokey died towards the end, as you guys saw right there. But this is my best team so far. So with a little bit of RNG, we managed to do 49 kills previously. So right here, we did 48. This is the damage distribution. So 2 of the physical attackers provided being supported by all the defensive buffs right here. Okay, so another team I want to showcase is with Bonnie. So Bonnie is a pretty amazing AoE damage dealer with an AoE ultimate as well as a pretty decent decay switch, which is able to reduce the haste of the enemy while reducing their attack and also deal damage every second after you reach the maximum stack. And on top of that, once you reach the maximum stack, you will be able to actually pass on the aging effect to even more enemies for even more damage as well as debuff, making her pretty decent in terms of the AoE damage compartment. So other than that, she also has quite a bit of cell survival over here. So this is one thing that can keep her alive for a little bit longer. And for this fight, I'll probably need Sonya and Bonnie, and I'll also need Smokey. So I'll be buffing Smokey with Sonya so that we have more sustain. And then we run Coco, I guess. And then maybe one more AoE damage. So I guess Elsa is fine. Although, okay, Bonnie does have a stun, so I think Elsa is okay. So without further ado, let's start this battle. So Sonya's pretty tanky. We're going to use her to tank that first barrage. So Smokey's going to heal up. Coco's going to cast the defensive buff, and then we should be able to survive quite well. Okay, so AoE ultimate coming out from Bonnie right here. Elsa's going to jump around, providing that factional bonus as well as additional magical damage. Yeah, for Bonnie's ability. So for Bonnie's ability, when the unit dies, you guys will see a green color aura that will actually fly out to all the other enemies like a plague. So it will spread the plague and then continue to poison other enemies. Pretty good, especially against all these continuous fights itself. So right now we are at 22 kills. So our goal for this one is just 35 kills for us to get the maximum rewards. So if you do have Bonnie build up and you have all these units right here, you can definitely use this team setup. Okay, even more AoE damage. 29 seconds left, we are at 30 kills. So I'm confident to hit 35 kills, but let's see whether or not we can hit 40 kills with this team. Okay. So the heals from Smokey is more than enough because Smokey is further buffed up by Sonya, which means that he can survive quite well. Okay. So right now we are at 36, 38. I think we can do 40. Nice. 40 kill is up. I think 40 is our pick here. Yeah, because 30 seconds left. So this is the final kill count with regards to the Bonnie team. So let's showcase Bonnie's damage. Okay, so not as much as Sonya. I think Sonya did most of the carrying, but Bonnie doing this amount of damage, I'll say, is pretty decent considering the fact that Flame Soul actually has a massive damage reduction. So if you do have a build up Bonnie like me, do give this team a try for yourself. And then for the very last team, like I mentioned earlier, I don't want to feature our dear Taylin as well as Harak because I don't have them built up. So for the very last team, we won't actually use Sonya. And for the last team over here, we will be using the Florabelle physical attacker team. So we use Florabelle, Lily May, and we want to use all the defensive units as usual. So for this boss, yeah, you need quite a bit of survival mechanics. So we are gonna go with this. I think Florabelle, if you're using Florabelle, I think Verdant is fine. So let's go with this one. I hope Florabelle actually survives the initial barrage. Okay, maybe not. let me split up the units a little bit. Hopefully we get a better survival rate here. Okay, so Mikola taking a part of the damage, Smokey taking a part of the damage. We're able to survive the initial barrage. So running Florabelle allows us to have additional bodies to try to occupy that honorary arena a little bit better. Okay, and then we have the physical damage to deal with the elemental shield. We also have Lily May for the maximum attack buff so that she's able to hit super duper hard against them once she builds up. 15 kills, 16 kills, and Lily May is growing stronger with time. Okay, the thing about Mikola that I realized is if you have no way to reliably hold onto the arena itself, right, the attack buff is actually not as consistent. Because for this battle right here, as you guys can see, once the Flame Soul actually spawns, there's actually 5 units just right in the middle. So I think what I can do, right, okay, I tell you what, let me just reposition my units a little bit better. Okay, and see whether or not we can actually get a better damage. Because right now, I think we didn't hold on to the arena that well. So with this positioning, I think we have most of the units standing more forward for us to get the buff sometimes. Because just now, I think the arena just wasn't activating much. So we are not getting that good attack buff from Mikola. Okay, active. Okay, 39 kills here, pretty decent. So let's run through the damage distribution. So this is with Florabelle right here, and as you guys can see, Florabelle doing quite a fair bit of damage because it's a physical attacker against the Flame Soul right here. So these are the few free-to-play teams that I have that are able to break the 35 kills mark for you guys to max out the rewards. So hopefully this video is helpful, and do remember to like and subscribe to see more, and stay tuned for the subsequent Relentless Rumble videos on the channel. I'll see you guys again in my next video. Bye guys!